Good morning, students. I hope you are all safe with the grace of Almighty God. Today we are going to learn about integers. In earlier classes, we have learned about numbers, right? Have you across the symbol W in your earlier classes? Yes, it is a symbol for whole numbers. What is mean by whole numbers? Positive number and zero are called whole numbers. Positive numbers, for example, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. 0. 0 is not a positive number and not a negative number. It is neither positive nor negative. Okay? 0 and positive numbers are called whole numbers. Negative numbers. What is meant by negative numbers? Negative number means a number having minus symbol instead of that. That is called negative numbers. For example, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Whole numbers and negative numbers together are called integers. Let's see one definition for integers. The collection of whole numbers and negative numbers together are called integers. For example, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Let's see integer on a number line. In this number line, 0 is the starting point for positive number and negative number. Okay. Here plus 9 is greater value and minus 9 is lesser value. In this number line, on the right side, it will increase. On the left side, it will. We just see one example. You can easily remember this. Write all the integers between minus 6 and plus 6, which are divisible by 2 and 3. First, we just draw a number line from minus 6 to plus 6. We should analyze what are the numbers are divisible by 2 and 3 in this number line. First, we just do divisible by 2. What are the numbers are divisible by 2 in this number line? Minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, and 6. 0 is a common divisible number for all the integer. If we divide 0 divisible by 2, the answer will be 0. If we divide 0 divisible by 4, the answer will be 0. So 0 is a common integer. And the another divisible by 3. What are the numbers are divisible by 3 in this integer number on a line? Minus 6, minus 3, 0, 3, and 6. And this divisible by 2 and 3, we should analyze what are the numbers are same and both 2 and 3. What are the numbers are same? Minus 6, 0, and plus 6. These three numbers are same in this divisible on number 2 and 3. Okay. Your follow-up work. Write all the integer between minus 5 and plus 5 which are divisible by 2 or 3. On the example, we just do say both number 2 and 3. Here you can do 2 or 3. It's your choice. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about multiplication of integers. In earlier class, you have learnt about the addition and subtraction of integers, right? I think you already learnt about multiplication. How will you multiply numbers? We will multiply the given value, right? I know that you people are familiar with multiplication of numbers. Today we are going to learn about multiplication of integers. We know that 2 into 5 is equal to 10. Here we doesn't know about on this tables we doesn't know the sign. Okay, we doesn't learn before class we doesn't learn about signs, positive into negative, like that. When they give the multiplication value with the integer sign, we don't know, right? Today we are going to learn about the different signs are used in multiplication on integers. For example, 5 into 4 is equal to 20. Here we can see that plus into plus, two same signs. So the answer will be plus. minus 5 into minus 4 is equal to plus 20. Here we are using minus symbol, minus sign, same sign on two sides. Minus 5 into minus 4 is equal to plus 20. If we multiply same sign, the answer will be plus. And the another example, 7 into 6 is equal to 42. Plus into plus, we are multiplying same sign, so the answer will be plus. And the another one, minus 7 into minus 6, the answer will be 42. Okay. In the before topic, we learnt about the multiplication of integers, right? What will you get if you multiply two different signs? Two different sign will always be negative, right? Okay. In earlier class, you have learnt about properties of addition and subtraction of integers, right? Today we are going to learn about properties of multiplication of integers. Here there are 8 properties, but I am mentioning 6 properties. Another 2 properties are very easy and very simple. That's not a big thing to solve, okay? That's very simple. First, we just learn about these 6 properties. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, existence of multiplicative identity, existence of multiplicative inverse. First, we just learn closure property. In closure property, the multiplication, that means product of two integers is always an integer. If we multiply 5 into 2, 2 into 5, 2 is an integer and 5 is also an integer. The answer will be 10. 10 is also an integer. It says like that, okay? That is, if m and n are integers, then m into n, that is nm. Mn means the value. We just multiply that, no? 2 into 5 is equal to 10. The 10, that is mn, is also an integer. For example, 3 is an integer and 6 is an integer, then their multiplication, that is 3 into 6 is equal to 18. Here we can see that same sign is always positive. So here plus 3 into plus 6 is equal to plus 18. 18 is also an integer. And the another one, 8 is an integer and minus 12 is an integer, then their multiplication, 8 into minus 12 is equal to minus 96. Here we can see that different signs are always negative, okay? Here we can see that plus 8 minus 12, so the answer will be negative. Minus 96 is also an integer. And the another example, minus 5 is an integer and minus 2 is an integer, then their multiplication, minus 5 into minus 2. Here we can see that same sign, negative, same sign, minus into minus is equal to plus. Minus 15 into minus 2 is equal to plus 13 is also, plus 30 is also an integer. And the another example, minus 6 is an integer and 6 is an integer, then their multiplication, minus 6 into 6, this is a different sign, minus 6 into plus 6 is equal to minus 36 is also an integer, okay? And then your follow-up work, this is true or false. You should say this is true or false, okay? 5 is an integer and minus 2 is an integer. Here you can see that different sign, so the answer will be what? Then the multiplication, that is 5 into minus 2 is equal to plus 10. It's true or false? I just give some hint for you. And then let's see next question. Minus 9 is not an integer and 3 is an integer. Then the multiplication, that is minus 9 into 3 is equal to minus 27. You should say this is true or false. And the next question, 5 is an integer and plus 5 is an integer. Then the multiplication, that is 5 into 5 is equal to 10. Next property, commutative property. According to this property, if m and n are two integers, then m into n is equal to n into m. We just prove that left side m into n is equal to n into m. If we multiply mn or nm, the answer will be same. This property says that. For example, m value is 6, n value is 5. So m into n is equal to 6 into 5. Both are same sign. So the answer will be in positive. So 6 into 5 is equal to 30. If we multiply n into m, n value is 5, m value is 6. This also 30. So we prove that m into n and n into m are equal, same, okay? And another example, m value is minus 3, n value is minus 2. Here we can see that same sign. So the answer will be in positive, right? M into n, m value is minus 3, n value is minus 2. So the answer is m into n, minus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 6. If we multiply n into m, minus 2 into minus 3, the answer will be plus 6. So it proved that commutative property satisfied here. And the next example, m value is minus 7, n value is 4. So here we can see that the third and fourth question, they are different sign. So the answer will be in negative, no? And m value is minus 7, n value is 4, m into n is equal to minus 28. If we multiply n into m, 4 into minus 7, the answer will be same, minus 28. Here it proved that commutative property. And the next example, minus 2 into 4, m into n. Minus 2 into plus 4 is equal to minus 8. If we multiply n into m, 4 into minus 2 is equal to minus 8. The answer will be same. We prove that. Your follow-up work. If m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3, then prove that m into n is equal to n into m. And another subdivision, if a is equal to minus 6 and b is equal to plus 5, then prove that as commutative property or not. Next, we are going to learn about associative property. In this property, if L into M, L, M and R, 3 integers. Before the two properties, we learned only 2 integers, M and N. Here we are going to learn about 3 integers. Then L into M into N is equal to L into M into N. We should concentrate the integer which are inside the bracket. We should first solve inside the bracket and then only you should multiply with L, okay? You just concentrate and solve M into N value which is inside the bracket, and then only you should multiply with L, okay? You just see some example, then you will be clear. For example, L is equal to 5, M is equal to 3, then N is equal to 2. These are the values, and we should solve L into M into N. Already I tell that we should solve M into N value, right? So M value is 3, N value is 2. 3 into 2, no? 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Then we should multiply L into this 6. L into 6. L value is 5 and we find M into N as 6. 5 into 6 is equal to 30. So first we should solve inside the bracket number, okay? And next L into M into N. L into M value is 5 into 3 is equal to 15. N value is 2. 15 into 2 is equal to 30. We prove that LHS and RHS are equal. 30 is equal to 30. And the next example, minus 5, L value is minus 5, M value is 3, N value is 2. Here the value inside the bracket is M into N value is 3 into 2. 3 into 2, 6. Minus 5 into plus 6 is equal to 30. Here they are different sign. So the answer will be in negative, no? So the answer is minus negative, minus 30. And the L into M. L value is minus 5, M value is 3. So 15, minus 15 into N value is 2. Minus 15 into 2 is equal to minus 30. Here we prove that associative property is true. And the third subdivision, L values 8, M values minus 5, N values plus 4. Then M into N values minus 5 into 4 is minus 20. Then 8, L value is 8, no? 8 into minus 20 is equal to 8 into minus 12 in minus 20 is equal to minus 160. N RH is L into M plus, into N. 8 into minus 5. L value is 8, M value is minus 5. 8 into minus 5 is minus 40 into N. N value is plus 4. Minus 40 into plus 4 is equal to minus 160. Here we prove that LHS is equal to RHS. And the next example, L value is 4, M value is minus 3, N value is minus 5. L into M into N. We should concentrate on inside which integers are inside the bracket. No, M into N. M value is minus 3, N value is minus 5. Here we can see that same sign. So same sign is always positive. Minus 3 into minus 5 is equal to 15, and L value is 4. L into 15 is equal to 60. And then L into M into N. L value is 4, M value is minus 3. 4 into minus 3, minus 12. Into N value is minus 5. Minus 12 into minus 5 is equal to plus 60. We can conclude that LHS is equal to RHS, and these proves that it is an associative property. Here your follow-up work. If L is equal to minus 3, M is equal to plus 5, and N is equal to minus 2, then satisfy that is an associative property. If L is equal to minus 5, M is equal to plus 1, and N is equal to 6, then prove that L into M into N is equal to L into M into N. Let's see. Next property, distributive property. In this property, if L, M and N are 3 integers, then L into M plus N equal to L into M plus N. One simple technique is there. In LHS, we should multiply L inside the bracket. L into M plus L into N. It's easy, no? L into M plus L into N. If you multiply L inside the bracket, then you can get the RHS. That is, it's a distributive over addition. Multiplication is distributive over addition property is this. L into M plus N is equal to L into M plus L into N. For example, L is equal to 5, M is equal to 7, N is equal to 2. Then you should prove LHS is equal to RHS. No. So 5 into 7 plus 2. M value is 7 and N value is 2. So we should always concentrate inside the bracket. No. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. 5 into 9. You can see this here. 5 into 9, and here 5 into 7 is 35, and 5 into 2 is 10. L into M and L into N value. 5 into 7 is 35, 5 into 2 is 10. Here we should do 5 into 9. This value 5 into 9. 7 plus 2 is 9, no? 5 into 9 plus 30 plus 10. 5 into 9 is 45. 35 plus 10 is 45. Here we prove that LHS is equal to RHS. 45 is equal to 45. Distributive property is proved. Distributive, if multiplication over addition, can also be started as like this, okay? L plus M into N equal to L into N plus M into N. Here you are multiplying N inside the bracket. N into L plus N into M, like this. And another property, another form is there. Distributive if multiplication over subtraction is also true. These two things are for subtraction. multiplication over subtraction. L into m minus n is equal to L into m minus L into n. And another one, L minus n into n, L minus m into n is equal to L into n minus m into n. Let's see one example. If L is equal to 8, m is equal to 13 and n is equal to 7, then we should prove L into m minus n. L value is 8, m value is 13 and n value is 7. We should solve inside the bracket number and then we should multiply with 8. 13 minus 7 is plus 6. 8 minus 6 is 48. We prove that L into m minus n value is this, and then next L into m minus L into n. L into m minus L into n. L value is 8, m value is 13 minus L value is 8 and n value is 7. 8 into 13 is 140 minus 8 into 7 is 56. If we subtract, the answer will be 48. So we prove that L into m minus n is equal to L into m minus L into m minus L into n. 48 equal to 48. Hence we proved that. Follow-up work. Satisfy the distributive property L is equal to 3 and m is equal to 5 and n is equal to 2. And another one, L is equal to minus 2, m is equal to minus 7, n is equal to 6. Next property, existence of multiplicative identity. For every integer a, we have a into 1. If we multiply some integer, the answer will be an integer. Like if we multiply a into 1, b into 1, c into 1, the answer will be a, b, c. Okay, if we multiply some alphabets, some symbols with into 1, the answer will be the same. That is, a into 1 is equal to 1 into a. The answer will be same. If we multiply a into 1, the answer will be a. If we multiply 1 into a, the answer will be a. So the both answer will be a. Multiplication of every integer a with integer 1 gets the integer a itself. If we multiply 1 into a or a into 1, the answer will be a. For example, 5 into 1 is equal to 5 and 1 into 5 is also 5. Here your follow-up work. Minus 12 into 1, what's the value? And 7 into 1, 1 into 8, 1 into minus 9. The answer will be what? And the another property, existence of multiplicative inverse. For integer a itself, its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by a. Inverse value is always in divisible. Okay. For integer a, its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by a. So that a into 1 by a is equal to 1. If we multiply inverse, the answer will be 1. Easily you can remember this. A into 1 by a. A and a will be cancelled. So the answer will be 1. Plus 1 will be the answer. The multiplicative identity. For example, minus 1 into plus 1 divided by 1. Minus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled. So the answer will be plus 1. Here, 1 into 1 divided by 1, the answer will be 1. If we cancel this, the answer will be 1. Your follow-up work. Determine that integer whose product with minus 1 is. Minus 72, 10, minus 1, 0. Before itself, I say that 7th and 8th property are very simple. It's both are similar and it's very easy to remember. Here you can see that minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. we are multiplying negative symbol 3 times. The answer will be negative only, minus 24. If we multiply negative number in odd wise, what are the odd numbers? What are all the odd numbers? 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. It goes like that, no? Uh, these uh, these times we multiply negative symbol, the answer will be negative alone. If we multiply 2, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 is equal to minus 72. We are multiplying minus symbol 5 times, so the answer will be negative. And the third subdivision, we are multiplying minus symbol 7 times. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Minus 2 into, minus 3 into, minus 4 into, minus 5 into, minus 6 into, minus 7 is equal to minus 40,320. We are multiplying negative symbol 7 times. So the answer will be negative. Here we conclude that the product of odd number of negative is always negative. If we multiply odd times negative, if we multiply negative odd times 3, 5, 7, 9 like that, the answer will be negative only. And the another property, here we are multiplying minus symbol even times. What are the even numbers? Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 like that. No, if we multiply negative number in odd times, 2 times, 4 times, the answer will be always positive. For example, you can see here minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to plus 6. Here we are multiplying negative number 2 times, so we get the answer as positive. And the another one, minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5 is equal to plus 120. Here we are multiplying minus symbol 4 times, so we are getting positive answer. And then we are multiplying 6 times, negative numbers as 6 times. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Minus 2 into, minus 3 into, minus 4 into, minus 5 into, minus 6 into, minus 7 is equal to 5040. We are multiplying minus symbol 6 times, that is even times, so we are getting positive. Here we conclude that the product of even numbers of negative is always positive. Here your follow-up work. 4 into minus 2 into minus 5. Here we are multiplying negative number 2 times. So what will be the answer? Negative or positive? And the multiplication integer, you should put the multiplication integer, not only the sign, okay? And the next subdivision, we are multiplying negative number 3 times. What will be the answer? What will be the sign and the answer, integer? Minus 2 into, minus 4 into, minus 8 into, plus 6. And the third subdivision, minus 9 into, minus 8 into, minus 7 into, minus 6 into, minus 5. Here we are multiplying negative odd times, not in even time, odd times. So the answer will be what? And the fourth subdivision, we are multiplying minus 1 into, minus 2 into, minus 3 into, minus 4 into, minus 5 into, minus 6 into, minus 7. Here we are multiplying 7 times. What will be the answer? You should complete your follow-up work fully, okay? Thank you.